My name is Reevesy, and I am a variety streamer focusing on usually lighter and brighter role-playing games. Today, however, we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to be doing some art on stream. It's true, Wage Worker. Leslie's a mod, so her being here first doesn't count. I don't know if Wage Worker is going to accept that logic, considering Wage Worker's amazing ability to be ahead of the game. But yeah, we're making some channel art today. At least hypothetically, we're making some channel art. Ooh, I just realized. Let me get something working. I'm gonna have to dual laptop it. Let me get my other laptop going. Because if I don't, I won't be able to follow chat. Because I'm going to have to move over to... Oh my god, I have too many things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move over to my drawing app if I want to use my drawing tablet. Oh gosh. Let's make sure I can't see that. Miki's here! Miki! Wanted to send some good vibes and support for your first art stream. Hope you've been well, getting some light work done, but keeping your tab up. Sorry you haven't been around. Super busy the last few months. Not at all, Miki. Thank you so much for being here. It's so cool to see you. Twan's arrived too. Miki! I think we do have a shout out for Miki. Do we have a shout out for Miki? Let's find out. If a mod wants to do exclamation point Miki, I think we have that. I think we are in possession of such a thing. Yeah, we do! Twan has arrived, which means insanity has arrived. And Wage Worker says that's the normal mental state here. Twan, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm gonna have to dual stream it. I'm gonna be looking over here if I want to see chat. It's gonna be confusing as all heck. Yeah, you're very welcome. We do have ads starting in about half an hour, 30 seconds. Whatever period of time that actually is. Okay, now I have my drawing up on my drawing tablet and over here, unfortunately. Chat is over here. That's not going to be confusing at all. I need a better arrangement. I also don't have a very good, situation for my tablet. Like, it's not up on a thing at all. I put it on my Christmas list, which I sent to my mom. So she's gonna probably buy me something to rest this on. And additionally, we have cats in laps today. Let me, oh my gosh, I can't see where my camera's pointing. Cats in laps. So I can't even put my drawing tablet in the lap. Drawing tablet is here. Cat is here. That's a good question, Twan. I need to edit both your and Leslie's shoutouts. I need to make a Leslie shoutout that is just Leslie's awesome. And then I need to make a Twan shoutout. Twan is going to be doing a charity stream throughout December. He's going to have Twan, you could explain it a little bit, what percentage of proceeds, which proceeds are going to support mental health charities, suicide prevention. So I'm gonna make an edit to Twan's shout out to talk about that a little bit. All and any proceeds is it the entire month of December or up until Christmas Day, December 25th, are going to go towards, and what is the mental health charity? What is the suicide prevention charity? Yeah, we've got ads now. Twan can be back in 58 seconds from now to explain the mental health charity and exactly what he's going to be doing. Yes, Trixie is so comfortable, but you're probably going to get a little recursion there. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, thank you. I'm kind of tempted, it's a little bit more work. I'm kind of tempted to show you this one thing that I did before stream today. Something I worked on this morning. Why am I getting weird audio? Is that part of the Spotify playlist, or do I have something open? Because you never know. I think it's part of the Spotify playlist. What the heck was I just saying? Because I got distracted and I forgot. It's gone now. Mind empty. Oh, yeah. I did want to show you something. So, I've been wondering, I've been thinking for a little while about ChatGPT and AI and various other things that allow people to make art in kind of sketchy ways. I was like, what would happen if I put this idea into DALL-E? And so I went into, it's basically DALL-E 3, which is still free for now. And I put in my emote idea that I want to work on today. And the emote idea that I want to work on today is cheese. And there is a global cheese emote, but I specifically want a pile of cheese as a channel emote, and different kinds of cheeses, like getting kind of ridiculous with, you know, American cheese and Cheese Whiz and maybe some Velveeta and some really, really obscure kinds of cheese, just kind of in a pile. And so I put that prompter into DALL-E and I got some good results. Like, they really wanted everything to have a face on it. So, and it's in like the style of a Twitch emote, so it's like cutesy game emote style cheeses in piles. Trying to think, I might need to like program a source really quick to show this off. It is, I bet it's going to be really difficult to do this because of how many logins I have right now. I emailed it to myself to make it easy to bring up on here. I just really kind of want to show you because it's ridiculous. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Let me change a source real quick. Yeah, and I think that's what I want to do as well. I want to use the images as inspiration today. Definitely won't work to just use them straight up. I just want to show them to you because they are amazing. Let me switch. I want to add a source real quick. Let me just add a source real quick. Window capture. New source. Chrome. It's through my gaming email. Chrome DALL-E Reezy Gaming. There we go. Oh, it is huge. It is the wrong size, my friend. Chrome. Let's resize you real quick. I know this is more messiness. I spent 45 minutes off stream trying to make this not messy. And yet here we are. Being messy. This is my official Chrome. It's okay. You can look at this. So this is the first one. For Twitch emote, pile of cheese. I mean, I honestly kind of like that one. That's amazing. Like, it's almost usable as is. Like, I could just use that, and that would be fine as a Twitch emote. I would, you know, make it a PNG, delete the background and all that, but otherwise, it's fine. Right, Wage? Isn't it good? It's too good. I really wanted to get at least one. These are the good ones. There were some really, really bad ones. There was one that looked kind of like this, but everything had a face and everything was kind of melting, including the faces. I'm lactose intolerant too, Miki. Right? The point is that I'm a cheesy gamer where I cheese all the enemies. So this is a nice one in terms of like the aesthetic and the piles. I think my biggest challenge is going to be making the cheeses look like they're balancing on each other. So, and I also just getting an idea of like line thickness and how I'm going to do the shading colors. I think that's a really good option there. The thing I don't like about it is the lack of variety. It looks like maybe like 2 or 3 different kinds of cheese, maybe a brie in there, right in the middle. Yeah, puns for days. And then here's one of the ones with the faces. You can see how some of the faces kind of got a little bit confused right in the middle there. And then they put a lot of things that are not cheese in this. I really like the colors on this. I really like the shading and the line thickness on this. So there's a lot going for this one. This is actually the first one it turned out. And then is the butt in here? Oh no, they're actually, I also came up with a prompter for the fairy fountain. So I have a fairy fountain icon right now. It's okay. It was kind of a placeholder that I made real quick. I'm not really that happy with the way the fairy fountain icon looks on Discord. So I put in just kind of a very vague prompter for fairy fountain Discord icon. And it came up with some really frickin', I mean, look at that. Look at that right there. That is frickin' good. The only thing that's not good is that she has one eye instead of two. And then she's got 1, 2, whoopsie, 3 legs. That third leg right there is not, it's not working. But it's so good. Look how freaking good that is. It's phenomenal. And then the last one, this one basically needs no changes whatsoever. Look at that. Like the color scheme? Catching up with chat real quick. Let's see. Leslie is also lactose intolerant, but she suffers. Miki suffers for certain good items like pizza. She's had some tasty non-dairy ice cream, so she's good on that front. Let's see. I think I agree with Leslie. There's tasty non-dairy ice cream. I've also had some not very good ice cream that was dairy-free. It's highly varied. There's a variety. Wage Worker says that he feels bad for people who are lactose intolerant for missing out on banana milk. Yeah, we are. Oh my gosh. Any milk product. Like my discovery of lactose intolerance was like a 2-step process. And in step 1, I just couldn't have milk, but I could still have cheese and yogurt. And then just like a couple years ago, I realized I really couldn't have yogurt anymore. And both times I was like, damn it! Why? She also has 2 tentacles. Is it the first one who has 2 tentacles? Oh yeah, these, I'm okay with the tentacles. I think that's par for the course at the fairy fountain. It takes some adventure to find the good stuff, right? And then you waste so much trying to find good dairy-free products. It's an adventure. It's a permanent adventure. Yours was when you were a toddler, Leslie. It's been lifelong for you. Aren't the fairy ones so freaking good? Like, I will take the tentacles. That is fine. Tentacles are great. But like, ugh, the color scheme, this already works for my stream. Miki can no longer do yogurts on most ice creams. Yeah. I am figuring out which cheese is safer, because a lot of like aged cheese is naturally very low in lactose. I don't judge for tentacles, but 3 legs is where I draw the line. True. Accurate. I mean, we could just call it good and make this into a Forest 2 reference. There is a 3-legged lady in the Forest 2, but it's just so far down. You know, if it was like up here, if it was like doot doot doot, then that would be a cute 3 legs, but it's like they wanted her to have a second torso, and the second torso starts here. Oh, Leslie can actually tolerate ice cream and milk chocolate more. Or you're like, yeah, you're, is it real tolerance or is it willingness to suffer has increased? Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Leave the cephalopods alone, Tron, right? Team Tentacle always, right? Okay, let me get off of this page, as delightful as it is. Let's turn that off. It's still in the background if we need to refer to it. That's good, Leslie. The thing about lactose intolerance is that everybody has the capacity to become lactose intolerant at some point. Like, that whole, oh, you're genetically lactose intolerant, that's kind of a lie. Nobody is supposed to be drinking animal milk as an adult. Like, it's for babies, it's not for adults. So if you just stop, you will lose your tolerance to lactose. Most people will. Not everybody, but most people, if they just stop drinking milk for some period of time, they will lose their tolerance to lactose. Let's see, the favorite Warhammer faction is Xenos. Oh, Trixie Cat is being so cute right now. We have to take another look at Trixie Cat. It is cat law. Be looking at kitties. I know, I love cheese so much too. I just carry around the Lactaid. The Lactaid has made my lactose intolerance significantly worse. Like, it was mild lactose intolerance. Now, it's entire. It's complete. Tuan's fave faction is Imperium of Man, who do not like anything that is not human. Is Xenos the Tentacles faction, then? Oh no! Is Tuan into the space racists? Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Trixie, it's so hard to make art. It's pretty hard to make art with a Trixie on your lap. Perhaps when I'm Leslie's age, I'll be able to tolerate a bit better. Maybe. The thing is, with the second round of lactose intolerance, it wasn't anything digestive, it was just pain. I was just having stomach pain. And it was like every single night after dinner, I'd be like, man, my stomach hurts. Until my partner was finally like, look, you gotta go to the doctor or you gotta figure this out. And I'm like, fine, I'll experiment. And the first thing I did was experiment with excluding dairy. And I was like, damn it, it's dairy again. Immediately obvious. Let's see, wage workers, a space racist and starbound. You don't like the apex. Oh no. They're the definitely not good, but also not the absolute worst. But they're a close third for space racism. Oh no. Leslie hadn't had a milkshake her entire life until she could get vegan ones a few years ago. Vegan milkshake sounds really good. This is all making me want a milkshake. And just a pile of dairy. Which, you know, that's what we're doing today. We are making some art. We're making dairy art. Now I have to remember how to do things with my tablet. Just overall bad. The worst in spacism. Yeah, it's probably more like xenophobia than specific racism. I'm gonna need a little control V right about here. Okay. I was thinking of starting on just a sketchy layer and maybe doing all of the cheese sketches on different screens. Oh my goodness, how am I gonna do this? I feel so rusty. It's like, oh, now that I'm doing this publicly, how the hell do I do it? And also, what kind of cheeses do we want to do? Could start with an American cheese. I think everything's gonna get its own layers so that I can adjust everything by size individually. Like, I can focus on just one kind of cheese at a time. They love to point out that all the Xenos races are scary, forgetting the fact that they unalived the friendly, non-scary ones. Oh, see? Spray cheese just goes straight for the spray bottle. See, the thing about the spray bottle is maybe I want to do that last, because we could do a spray bottle. This is gigantic. Let's go ahead and... Hello? Hello? Can I do this? No? Can I do this? That's better. Like, we could do... Here's our actual, like... That looks terrible. We could do our cheesy spray bottle kind of up here. And, like, have kind of cheese flowing out of it like that. Or we can wait until the end. And when we have an entire pile of cheese, this is the pile of cheese, we can then add the spray up here. And the spray is doing, like, a little... spiral over everything. What do we think? Do we want the cheese to be kind of like the tinsel or like the garland on the cheese tower? Or do we want, like, you like the second idea? The garland on the cheese tower situation? Because that means that we have to do the spray cheese last. So what are we thinking for our first cheese? We could go kind of classic. We can do like a aged Parmesan for our first cheese. Just kind of do a pretty classic cheese wheel. Kind of do one of these guys. There, it's done. Use it recklessly. Cheese has made Tuan require snackies. Alright, cheese number 1 done. Actually, Parmesan tends to have like a little printed band thing, doesn't it? Like there's something printed on Parmesan usually. Parmesan cheese. What do you print on Parmesan? I think it just says Parmesan. Wheel. Doing a Google image search for references here. Looks like there's usually like a maker's mark on it of some kind. Parmigiano Reggiano. Ugh, that is a lot of detail. Probably don't need it. It's not going to convey in a Twitch icon emote. Do we want to bother? Welcome back. What did you get for snackies? Let me edit that to actually say arm. And these are transparent layers. I have it on a white background just so that I can see clearly. Let's go ahead and make that parm invisible. Yeah, it's gonna be really small, so I don't think the yeah, I don't think it'll be mandatory. We could do a nice Swiss. Classic. But pretty soon we gotta get into the weird cheeses, so get your... I put in Swiss and it gave me like Swiss Airlines. Swiss cheese, there we go. Put on your thinking hats for weirder cheeses. That's a nice one. We probably want some dynamic angles on this. So probably more of like... the way my cat is right now. When I move my arm, it's messing with my cat. Oh. What did I click on? Clicked on something. What did I click on? I've got some buttons on my pen. Hello, Sarah? Yes, I would like to... Oh, am I erasing now? No, thank you. Yeah, I've got some buttons on my pen. I don't really know how they're programmed right now. Okay, so we gotta take some chunks out in various places. I'm looking at some real Swiss right now. Yeah, visually the cheese everyone knows is definitely Swiss. Tuan's gonna lurk, or just accept you're getting 95% of Tuan's attention anyway, put you up on the mainstream, right? We all know how you lurk, Tuan. A Tuan lurk is more active than a Reef's active participation. Okay, another one right about here. And there. And another one there. And another one there. Take this chunk out. This one can go all the way through. Fun. That looks about right. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty straightforward. Tuan lurk is a lie. Lurk is a lie! Speaking of Portal, Tuan and I were talking about possible collab streams for... Oh yeah, Tuan, you were going to tell us about your charity for the month of December. Alright, what's my next cheese, everybody? Oh, you already posted it, but I missed it? How did I do that? How did I do that? It must have been when I was switching over visually. Depends if I do this. What if I just rest this? I don't think I can hold up this tablet the entire stream. It'd be nice if I had my lap. Okay. What's my next cheese? I would like some visually different cheeses. So like maybe a blue cheese? Blue cheese? Yeah, there we go. It's pretty gross. Pretty gross. Where do people stand on blue cheese? American draped over one of the other cheeses? Yes. I kind of like, let's see, do we want... I definitely want an American cheese slice. We've got several options for an American cheese slice. We've got American, I like your idea of, like, here's another cheese, and then there's just like a slice of America doing one of these. Slice of America. Slice of American doing maybe one of that. We could have it kind of like sad on its side, but I kind of like the idea of having it inside of the stupid plastic. Like, I would have to do... That looks terrible. I would kind of have to make it shiny in the right way, and that's like an extra layer of skill to make it properly shiny, to convey like, this is plastic, you know? Do I have that skill level in graphics design? I don't know. I don't know if I have that skill level. Zarian says that depends on the blue cheese. Zarian's partial to Gorgonzola. Hi, Zarian, how are you doing? Welcome. How are you doing today? We could also artificially have the American cheese just kind of weirdly up on end. Like, hello, I'm just American cheese, I'm just standing here. And that might be nice if we end up in a... I keep hitting that button. If we end up in a formatting situation, you know? Where it's like, how do we want this cheese to be situated? Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like the drapey one. The kind of like floppy and sad one. But we gotta decide which cheese that goes over. 1, 2, 3. What do we like? Zarian's hopping from stream to stream while playing a chill game. Very nice. Well, thank you so much for doing a little stream hopping over here. Much appreciated. Yes, Twan, freedom cheese. Leslie loves blue cheese. A crumbly pile of blue cheese. That's a good idea. We do have a lot of pile situation going on. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Leslie says the way to do this is draw a square, draw the cheese a bit smaller, put a highlight on the cheese, and it'll look like plastic. Okay. Like she does bottles. Patriotism intensifies. I think it's more for like color gradation, because this is going to be a neon orange. Whereas if I keep to, you know, classic cheeses, it's all going to be very pale whites. Ooh, which reminds me, we can do a brie. A brie is another good idea. This is American. What was sketch number 2? This was Swiss. Gotta keep them organized, guys. You know I'm gonna go way overboard with organization. We can come back to this. These are rough sketching ideas. We can all do all kinds of things. Are we doing brie next? I think we're doing brie. Brie. Some brie here. Now do I do a slice of brie? Because I do feel like with a slice of brie you can kind of have it slurping out a little bit. And a nice little, you know, could be, oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. Now which angles do I have so far? It has to ooze a little. Yeah, it absolutely does. so far, our orientations are unknown, to the right, kind of facing to the left. We'll call that facing towards the left. And optional. What do we want our orientation to be on this brie? How do we want it schlorpen? I don't want to just accidentally go, whoops, everything's facing the same direction, because I do have that habit of making everything face the same way when I'm illustrating. I also need a kind of like a foundation, right? Because that's going to be an issue. You know, we need ultimately a triangular shape for this pile, which means I need some foundational blocks too. But I can always add more parmesans. Draw it and flip it if I need to. That's true. See, this is why I have people with actual artistic skills and training, or at least more experience in my chat. Okay, so we're gonna do like, let's get over to my brie image. That's a pretty good, I'm pretty much just gonna steal the image that I'm looking at. I feel like I should maybe be keeping some of these references open instead of exiting out of them. This one's got like a nice little kind of floppy bulge that I like. Right about here, just kind of goes just a little bit. We've just got like a little bit of nice texture in here. The color is going to be really important for this one. That's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice starting point. Again, this is all just sketch layer. We'll, you know, do inking and coloring separately. Place it on the cut side. Ooh. Ooh, cut side. Then I have to be creative and rotate things three-dimensionally with my head. Overestimating my creativity. Here's a nice cut one on its side. Oh yeah, actually that's a good... yeah, let's have that as option number 2, because these are not taking that long to draw. At the end of the day, this is triangles. So we have another kind of got a little crinkliness right through there. It's very nice. It's kind of straight over here, but nice little crinkles over here, and then it's not quite as oozy, but I can kind of fake the oozing. I can have this come in a little bit, and I can just kind of have this go a little bit right there. And this has a nice little gap right here, which I kind of like. One, two. 2 options. And again, we can resize, reshape, rotate. Twan's gonna try to game. Time to uncheese flavor Twan's hands. Alright, do we have a brie preference? Any strong brie preferences for the day? Okay, what was blue cheese? Blue cheese was another thing. I'm gonna leave that brie open. Blue cheese. Go ahead and add you. Leslie likes it on the cut side. You're not a brie fan, Leslie? Twan's brie preference is none. No brie. Oh no! Lo-fi beats is giving wage worker anxiety like he's obliged to study when he hears it. Why does it have to be lo-fi PTSD brain? Wage, if you've got a Spotify channel that you like that is also copyright free, you can point me in that direction. I just literally searched for copyright free stream music. And this is what popped up. I kind of understand, Wage, I do, and I empathize too, which is why I'm happy to find a replacement for you. Toasty with a cranberry sauce? Yeah, for me, brie has to pair with either ham and butter on a Parisian baguette, or brie with some kind of fruit. Like brie with pear is really good, or yeah, brie with raspberries. Something like a little bit of acidity to cut it. Stream Beats? Is that on Spotify? Is that a Spotify playlist I can find? Harris Heller? Hop in a VC, give me the most copyright-free horrible songs ever. How about I just try Stream Beats by Harris Heller? Yeah. I'm on board with that. Sounds good to me. I turned the volume down for myself. Is the volume good? Goat cheese, the round French kind. Goat cheese. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, like little logs. Ooh, we could do an herbed goat cheese. Image. Although again, I have to remember this is small. It is small and it's not going to read well. It's going to be very animated. So I could do an herbed goat cheese, but is it going to help? Ambient Gold's your favorite? Good. Okay. We lucked out because I just hit the first one. Okay, so goat cheese is next after blue. Sounds like a good idea from Twan. It saves people the ear bleed from hearing Twan singing. Song versus voice level are good for Twan? Good. Perfect. Ooh, feta? Yeah. Dial it down before I hit the size limit. I'm just sketching them. I'm gonna resize everything. Everything's gonna be shrunk down and positioned amongst all the other cheeses. Feta crumbles a lot. Cheese. Image. Yeah, very crumbly. Ooh, actually, that's a good idea. Let's go back over here. I keep not drawing things. Feta. The thing I like about feta that I'm seeing, let's go ahead and work on that layer for a second, is that you can start in a big block, like this, but then it can just kind of crumble over this way. That's kind of what the aesthetic that I'm seeing when I look at image searches for this. And I think that's good because I do need more things at the base layer. So this can be in the base, but in like the lower left side of the base. And then we can stack other cheeses on top of it. Kind of like that. This is currently a 500 by 500 pixels. So Twitch has introduced something recently where it will auto resize to all of the different sizes that it needs. Oh, there goes Trixie. I can get comfortable with this. But then some people, and as long as it's small enough, then it's okay. Like as long as the actual image size is small enough, by the end of this will be all compressed, turned into a PNG, Again, there's no real white here. This is just, it's all in a transparency. I just have the white for visibility. Yeah, Twitch has auto resize now. And as long as it's within the size limit, then I don't think there has to be pixel degradation. I looked it up yesterday because I did, believe it or not, I did do some preparation for the stream, even though it took me an extra 45 minutes to get it ready today. I don't know when they added it. I think it's really recent. Okay, so we have Feta layer, or at least a very basic Feta layer. Feta. Feta. Okay, let's do some blue. I kind of like... Okay, option 1. Again, we've got just this basic shape that keeps recurring over and over again. And a point here is that we have the kind of modeled appearance of it. So we can have it on end like this. There's also an option for kind of like a what's left of the pie slice situation. Like there's quite a bit left. And this one does have some writing on here, but again, it's going to be really small. Easy. Gaming. And then, ooh, geez, texture. Of course, that's all going to be a very, very dark, slightly greenish blue. Okay, happy with both of those. So, one at a time. We have, or we don't have. What happened? Oh, that's what happened. We have a nice feta. We have a nice blue. We have a nice brie. We have some American options. We have a nice Swiss. We have a nice Parm. What am I forgetting? And then, of course, at the end of it, we're gonna put Cheese Whiz all over all of it. Now the question is, do I know how to resize this? Do I know how to resize in Krita? No, I don't. So select. It's just a line tool. Rectangle tool. Select shapes tool. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up how to resize in Krita. I don't know anything about this app. Resize canvas, that doesn't help. Resize object. Scale image to new size. Womp womp. Control. That's Microsoft. This is not Krita. Let's tool around for a bit, shall we? Okay. Can I move this? Can I do this? Yes, I can. Okay, that's more like it. Parmesan probably needs to be bigger than that. Because Parmesan's a really big cheese. It is sizable. Try it at 300. That's probably about right. 300, 350? Now let's transform. Layer transform. 50. Yeah, I think this Parmesan should be a hefty portion. Don't you? Kokosenji's here! You're liking the vibes? Leslie helps me find a good Spotify channel. So Twitch has already had the resizer for a while. It's just the reward icons that weren't. I think it should be the base. Right about there. I think you're right. Should it be a little bit bigger if it's gonna be the base? Just like a tiny bit bigger. Like a 400. Like, here we go. And then the feta, the way I oriented it, let's get off of the Parmesan layer. Make sure we're only working on feta. Let's make sure I'm not selecting anything right now. We're working exclusively on the feta layer. We are going to transform that. Let's see, how much smaller does that need to be? It's considerably smaller for the scale we're working on. 1/4 size? 150? That's too small. $200, $300. The song is way too groovy for a lo-fi. Excuse me, I'm gonna go favorite it. I'm glad you're liking the new playlist, Wage Worker. You can thank Leslie for having good musical taste. In order to create, we draw from our inner well. This inner well, an artistic reservoir, is ideally like a well-stocked fish pond. If we don't give some attention to upkeep, our well is apt to become depleted, stagnant, or blocked. As artists, we must learn to be self-nourishing. We must become alert enough to consciously replenish our creative resources as we draw on them, to restock the trout pond, so to speak. Oh, hey, that's an AI voice. Okay, yeah. Let me do that in AI. I didn't see the AI voice redeem. In order to create, we draw from our inner well. This inner well, an artistic reservoir, is ideally like a well-stocked fish pond. If we don't give some attention to upkeep, our well is apt to become depleted, stagnant, or blocked. As artists, we must learn to be self-nourishing. We must become alert enough to consciously replenish our creative resources as we draw on them, to restock the trout pond, so to speak. There we go. Yeah, I just didn't see the redeem there. Okay, scale, image, transform. What did I say? 200? 250? Let's try 250 because it's easier to go down. Yeah, 250. Much better. So this will be like behind. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Right about there. Wage worker just messes around until he has something he can partially look out and not say ew. But sure. Oh, this is way off center. Let me fix this in Streamlabs. Why does it look so bad? Rita, what are you doing? There we go. Now you can actually see. Why did it resize everything so badly? Rita, come back here. There we go. Yeah, you couldn't even see how I'm naming stuff. Let's fix that. This was fixed before stream, it just undid itself. Better. Much better. Okay. Okay, let's see. What do we want to see next? Maybe blue cheese? How are we gonna do blue? Select none. You're on blue layer. Select all on blue layer. Which blue do we want to choose? And remember that we can flip these. I'm kind of thinking this one flipped to face the other way. We keep working on our pyramid. I feel like there might need to be something over here. This could be over here, kind of as is. Needs to be a little bit larger, actually. Or this could be over here. But we need... I don't know if this base is done, you know? I'm gonna come back to blue. This brie. We got 3 brie options. The brie could be the one that's kind of oozing out. Oh, gotta deselect. Brie. Select all. That's funny. Tuan, were you around when I was talking about... Did you see the DALL-E pictures that I got today? Before I started stream today? I went on DALL-E and I looked up... I input a bunch of like Twitch emote cheese pile and to get some ideas and figuring out some coloration and things. Did you get to see any of that? It's incredibly topical for your for the clipping. And thank you for clipping that, by the way. This would have to be rotated slightly if we're gonna have it. See, this is not a good support layer. Brie is not a good support layer, so I think the brie needs to be peeking out I think we gotta move that palm wheel a little bit over. Uh-oh. Undo. Deselect. Palm wheel. There we go. Palm wheel's gotta be pretty centered, doesn't it?
All I wanna do is see you turn into a
Giant woman, a giant woman.
All I wanna be is someone who gets to see a giant woman.
I only want to see a giant woman too, wage worker. Were you able to hear it that time? You should have been able to hear it, since we've got the audio input is what's going to my headphones. You saw Tentacle Lady. Bree is not a good support layer, you know it's true. You don't want Bree on your foundation, you want Bree like Apex. It made Leslie confused, yeah. It doesn't go well with the beats. You don't know the reference? You did the hearing thing, but you don't know the reference. The giant woman reference is from Steven Universe, which I highly recommend to everybody on the entire planet. It's like, it's not really like therapy, because you know you need to actually go to therapy if you need therapy. But if you can't go to therapy and you want something really cozy, super cozy, best, most coziest in the world, then I highly recommend Steven Universe. Leslie's working on her Etsy shop, so she wasn't watching. I know, right? Okay, back to Krita. And because we've placed the feta, let's go ahead and move the feta. Uh-oh, they're moving together. Don't do that. Let's get that palm wheel unengaged. There we go. Okay. Feta, Brie, Parmesan. And of course the feta is intended to be behind this palm wheel. The palm wheel's in front. Feta's in back. Brie is also in back. So this is like, in fact, let's go ahead and move this parm just a little bit. This, yeah, that's correct. That is correct. That feels good. That feels right. Yes. Must not make healthcare joke. Oh, for people who can't access therapy. For wage worker, it shook his stabies and vibrated his stereocilia. That's true. It did. The malleus, the incus, and the stabies vibrated the round window and caused your stereocilia to bend. Very fun stuff. Very fun. Okay, so that's 3 cheeses positioned very nicely. Let's make sure we've got select none going on. Okay, where are we sticking blue? Something is still selected somewhere. Oh, Parm is still selected. Gotta select blue. There we go. Okay, do we want this as our next kind of foundation layer? Because we don't have a lot of like structural integrity as we move up. So we might want to choose some for this layer that have some structural integrity, and blue is going to do that for us. Recalibrating the corpus callosum. We have some issues with lateralization, wage worker. American, Swiss should have some structure. Let's get that Swiss in here. Yeah, there we go. We gotta resize the Swiss though. Okay, make sure we're not selecting anything other than Swiss. Someone explained to Twan why the AI we made to infiltrate the fleshlings through Twitch keeps making itself so damn sus. He's just throwing anatomy and jokes at me, which I am enjoying. Okay, we gotta resize the Swiss. How small are we making this Swiss? Half size? Let's start with half. 250? About 250? Yeah. Is this visually working though? I almost want to like have it oriented more this way. I might need to redraw the Swiss. I think we need to redraw the Swiss. Yeah, Swiss, I'm sorry. You're fired. We gotta restart. Let's deselect. Let's erase it. It's not erase. Let's get everything else out of the way for a second. Actually, we will need... Oh, let's erase this first. Am I not erasing currently? There's probably a more straightforward way to do that. Let's head back to... I don't think I was on pencil. I think I was on... Yeah, I was on this. Halo Wisdoms with Twan. Planting a hammer in the face of a grunt that's holding 2 plasma grenades is a bad idea. Kaboom! Flip the palm to the right. Let's get that blue visible. And let's get that... Oh, the palm. Flip the palm? Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I think you're right. Let's flip that palm! Okay, layer. Mirror horizontally? Yep. Okay. And then let's get that beta visible. Make sure that still works. Let's get that brie visible. Make sure that works. We might have to resituate some of that. We're only adjusting harm. What do we think of that composition? Oh, what did I do? What's happening? What's happening? That's what's happening. Okay, we're okay. Yeet that brie! Yeah? Yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay, and then we're putting the Swiss on it. We put the blue on it. We might have to adjust the blue. It doesn't have to be perfect. I could also make the blue a little smaller. Something feels off about that. Does it need to be smaller? The brie can stay where it is? Yeah, I think the brie is okay. I think the scale is okay. I think we'll need more weight on this side. And as it is, I'm planning on putting the Swiss here. Do I want to flip the blue? No, I don't want to flip the blue because I like the cut on this side. I think I overthink balance. Make the blue smaller? Yeah, let's make that a little, but like, I don't know, 25 pixels smaller. Yeah, I'm only on that, okay. Let's call it 400. Did that work? Right about there? Yeah. Yep. It does obscure this nice little cut. Eh? Hmm? Halo logic. Puny human soldier acting like they out-tank a Spartan super soldier. To the right a bit. It's so, do you mind that it's gonna obscure this little cut in the palm? Just a smidge. Not quite that far. There. I think I'm gonna make it a tiny bit smaller so that this line matches with this line. Just like 10 pixels. $390. That's still not right. $385. Yeah, I think so. I think that's it. Even besides the super soldier part, Tuan's character is a lieutenant. What do you call a soldier who's renting a house? A lieutenant? A lieutenant? Get it? Tenancy? Okay. Alright, I feel good about blue. I can... real quick. First of all, deselect. Nope. We're in the blue layer. Oh, nope. Had it undo. I just fixed it. Let's get back to the brush. There we go. Get that out of the way. I also get this. Oh, wrong layer. I think that is the brie layer. Get some of that nonsense out of my way. Okay. Redoing the Swiss. I think I need to start a new thing for Swiss. Swiss. American English pronunciation. Is it lieutenant? It's lieutenant everywhere else, right? Change to the British pronunciation if he becomes late on rent, because he will be a late tenant. Hey! Neutral cheese with lots of gold. Okay, where was I for Swiss? Cheese. We've made this mistake before. Where I just looked up Swiss without adding cheese. And I needed... Where's the image I used before? Where can I find it? That's a pretty good one. I'll have to reverse it. I'll use that though. Let me turn everything off so I can work on Well, no, I kind of need it in place, don't I? Am I illustrating right now? No, I'm not. Let's get this over onto... Where are you? Right here. Okay. Is that too small? That's too small. I mean, the cheese that I'm drawing is kind of small, so my brain just went really literal with it. My brain does things so literally sometimes. Like creation? Not so much. I feel like the height should be pretty similar. Yeah, that's better. Okay. But now the scale of the brie versus the Swiss, like that is a big old chunk of brie. Not that I'm opposed to a big old chunk of brie. You know what we could do? Shrink it some, not a lot. The brie. Let's try it at 400. Whoopsie. What just happened? My dude. Oh, okay. Interesting. 450? I'll make the Swiss a little bit bigger. I do think the Swiss needs to be a little bit bigger. I can have the tip of the Swiss kind of go in a little bit further. Just the tip, as they say. Hold on. Let's go back to the brie and deselect. That can be on the Swiss. Seems to work better and I actually select it. Okay. 525? Yeah? Oh, yeah. I think, ooh, the weight of it? think I want it slightly bigger, and I think I like it forward like that. Mm, 540? Yeah. That's correct. It helps kind of offset the feta. Could it go bigger? No, I think I like that. Hot cocoa. Tuan, I tried to get hot cocoa today, but I had to look for lactose-free hot cocoa, and Doggo Zenji said they didn't have any at the grocery store. But Doggo Zenji, or sorry, Tuan's hot cocoa adventures the other day. Tuan's ridiculous hot cocoa adventures made me really want hot cocoa. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. We're gonna have like pale cheese, mid-tones, big bright blues here. I kind of want to stack maybe a couple of baby bells right here. I gossiped about you. No, we just went to the grocery store to get some new melatonin because my old melatonin went bad, and like I abruptly stopped sleeping. And I was like, while you're in there, go get me some hot cocoa, because I need to. I think Doggo Senshi was in the vicinity when Hot Cocoa Gate was going down. Was that yesterday? That was yesterday. Zarian, what do you want me to move in front? Let's select none. And let's get a baby bell. Baby bell layer. So that we get some color. The most interesting texture should be in front. The Swiss is gonna be... Ugh. Can't see anything. Hold on, let me get this. The Swiss is a really good texture. The blue cheese is right here. So these probably have the most interesting... This has the most interesting color. This has the most interesting texture, unless you count the feta that's crumbling over here, which that'll take some detail to illustrate. We'll see how well I do that. Hot Choco Gate? I'm gonna call it Hot Choco Gate. It was so funny. If anybody wasn't there, can I tell this story, Tuan? It's really funny to me. I don't mean it in any, like, demeaning way to Tuan. It was just really entertaining. So which textures, Arian? I'm happy to take input. Just what is your favorite texture for this? It's also, at the end, we're gonna take some Cheese Whiz and kind of garland the whole thing with some Cheese Whiz. Okay, baby bell layer. We need to be on the paintbrush. Or some baby bells. And we can kind of litter the baby bell around. Oh, it's not spelled that way. Yeah, we want a baby bell that's opened, don't we? There's kind of like a shiny red texture. Again, this is going to be pretty small, so I don't want to make it like too small. Kind of like this, and then maybe have foreground baby bell, or the open baby bell can be here. Kind of like a little Pac-Man shape. Does everybody know what I'm talking about with the baby bell cheese? Then when I'm doing my next layer, I can kind of brainstorm some more places for baby bells to go. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that. The scale's a little off. We're still on Baby Bell layer. Make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, right about there. That looks right. Twan's gonna head off in not too long. This day's only 57 more minutes left in it. Absolutely, Twan. Put a little Baby Bell over here. Let's change the shape of that. Can be on end. Why not? Okay, we can always add more Baby Bells. Or take some off. Alright. We've got American cheese coming up. What kind of cheese have I forgotten about? What kind of cheese can go on our top layer? We can repeat, but I feel like there are so many cheeses out there. Oh, we never did goat cheese. Goat cheese can... A nice log of goat cheese can definitely go on top. So let's do that log of goat cheese that I promised. Goat cheese. And just goat. Ooh, yeah, we're getting to the point where we're gonna have to decide where that American cheese is going. So that log of goat cheese, we're looking at kind of right about there. There's your basic goat cheese. Spray can cheese can stand behind all of them and make like a cheese waterfall. The plan is... Let me start my Cheese Whiz layer. Cheese Whiz. Whiz? There we go. Oh, let's get the Cheese Whiz layer going. The plan for that is that once this is all done, we're gonna have kind of like a garland of Cheese Whiz. And like you said, there's gonna be the can will be kind of behind it all. Kind of like sprouting everything. A bit like that. Scratch that, it'll look like urine. I mean, I gotta get the texture right for sure, right? It's definitely gotta have that, like, kind of texture to it that Cheese Whiz has as it comes out of the can. So that's the idea for the Cheese Whiz layer. The American layer... we're gonna redo this American layer. This American layer doesn't help anybody right now. Trash that. Add a new American. We had a few ideas. Leslie's back! Leslie! I added goat cheese on top. We've got some Baby Bells around. We've got a nice open Baby Bell right here. We've got 2 stacked Baby Bells, maybe some like nice red bunches of color is what we've got. And then we could stack some more Baby Bells as needed if we feel like we're missing something. Why did this reverse completely? This entirely reverse. How did everything reverse? I didn't want everything reversed. Why did that happen? Let's do a Control Z until it goes back. No. I don't understand. Transform all layers. Mirror all layers horizontally. There, that's better. That's what it was supposed to look like. Farm, Swiss, baby bell, goat, free, blue, peta. Adding a new American layer. We also need to kind of decide what's gonna get on the top here. I mean, we could stick a cracker in there. Cracker or two. I also feel like we might need to flesh out the background, maybe with some kind of vague, who knows what they are, cheeses. Do we want a standing American? Do we want the American flopped over that goat cheese somehow? Let's try flopping that American over the goat cheese real quick. See how we feel about it. Kind of like a little floppy, not like that. It's not square enough. It needs to be really artificially square. Also, I feel like I want the goat cheese to be just a touch higher than it is. Right about there. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's go back to the American layer. It's like a little bandana. It's like a little American cheese bandana. Should it be a little bit melty? Still think something needs to go in front of the big wheel? Yeah, I can see it. I can see the big white space right here. Could always put a more baby bell, or another thing we haven't added is we have crumbled feta. There's other crumbly cheeses. Do you want more color, or do you want more texture in front of the parm wheel? I might have to get everything kind of recentered here. I think I have select all layers except for the background, and let's just that's not the same thing, buddy. Why are we only moving the American layer? Let's deselect everything. Why? I just selected everything, and I have everything checked, and it's only moving American. Why is this terrible? I would like to reposition everything, please. It's very much wide and short. Why does it hate my freedom? I can always copy and paste a selected image elsewhere. Leslie, what do you think of that American cheese flopped over that goat log? That goat cheese log on top. That goat cheese log could be narrower as well. Some of these things could be brought in to be a little bit tighter. Feta. A little bit tighter, tiny bit, a little bit higher, tiny bit. Brie. A little bit higher, a little bit tighter. A little more triangular. Could I move the feta to the front? Let's try it. Let's deselect. Feta. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Right about there. What about here? Zarian, what do you think? Does the feta help with the texture? The texture is a little bit more here. We've still got like a white cheese and a very pale yellow cheese. Here's our punch of red, punch of red. We gotta figure out what these baby bells are doing. We gotta put something else here. You like the feta in the front? I think I do too. Roquefort. Roquefort? We've already got a blue cheese. I'm just like trying to think of different cheese names. Twanis is off to bed. Twan says be nice to me. Be even nicer to Leslie and have a good time, everyone. Yeah, Leslie's the top priority. And then me. It looks unbalanced. A little bit. Do you want the brie centered? Or not the brie, the feta centered? Do you want... I don't want it blocking this slice out of the parm too much. I mean, that's not much of a cost, is it? I'm wary of having something be too centered, you know? That's actually not bad. I kind of like that, but we still need something over here. Types of cheese. Ooh, we could do a Gouda. What's Munster look like? I mean, I know what Munster looks like, but like, what's a block? Oh yeah, we could do a block of Munster. I like Munster. It's a personal favorite. Or a Gouda. Munster adds a nice color to wherever we put it. I'm gonna add a Munster layer. Munster is like a childhood cheese for me. One of the holy cheeses down on the left, like a Swiss type of holy. I think I want to erase that baby bell. Let's go into the baby bell layer real quick and get rid of an irritating Baby Bell situation. Yeah. That Baby Bell's gonna have to give. Okay, out of Baby Bell there. My brush options likes to confuse me. Okay, monster layer. Get out of Baby Bell. If I moved the entire drawing over, the space would be fine, or you could put the spray cheese back there and have cheese dripping down. Yeah, the spray cheese is going to be the last. For sure. I do need to move it back. I was trying to do that. I had all layers selected, and it was still only moving the American cheese layer, and I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. It was very irritating. Okay, let's get a nice monster going in our monster layer. Nice block. A nice cube. Cubo monster. Do we want it facing in or out? Could be facing out. I'm getting my perspective off a little bit. Start over. Do I know how perspective works? Do I have any memory of perspective? Like rounded, and then you can just have it kind of a log facing sideways. Yeah, and it kind of gets like a little bit stripy. So these portions are a little bit like orangey, and then the face of it is white. So again, we'll have a little bit of a punch of color right here. Red, red. Could put some Baby Bells higher up if we need more color punches. That's feeling good. No white space, that's always a good thing. I might glance at the Dali pictures real quick. Yeah, the thing about the Dali pictures is they kept using the same cheeses over and over again just to fill in space, and there's just like random blocks of things, which is completely fair if you really look at it. It's not a problem. Looks better to Zarianne than without. You like the Munster edition? Yeah, it's definitely helping. Where did I put? Oh, there's Chrome. Show you again real quick. This idea of like these little just blocks filling in any empty space, it might be something to consider as I get closer to the end of this. Once I've colored it in, we can see if it's missing anything. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I want some things up on top. Do I want to put a cracker in this, or does it just need to be cheese? Also, why did that text go down there? Get back up. Why is it so far over? Are there any interesting cheeses that could just go at the top? Could do like a block of classic cheddar. Just kind of angling at the top. Let's get a cheddar layer in there. And the nice thing about cheddar is you can do different colors. So if we get there and we're like, that's not quite right, we can change it between white and yellow, depending on what our color needs are at that point. Because again, our color points are orange, red, 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 blues, shadows, neon orange. That log, that feta log, or not feta, that goat log. Where's goat? Goat, where'd you go? Goat. I might need this to go this way. And then American. I need to go with it. Maybe this way a little bit too. A little floppy little American cheese right there. And then the cheddar log. How do I want to do the cheddar? I could do the cheddar like... kind of at an angle like this. And just have it be kind of... That looks really weird. That looks freaking weird. I hate that. I could also have cheddar be standing on end just to get that height. Like a little monolith cheddar. That looks weird. I don't like it. Do I like it? I don't like it. I don't know. I think I'm starting to overthink it. Like it just needs something like rounded right here. Does it need to be logical? Am I overthinking this? Do I need to be able to stack this in real life, or is this something I can fake? We don't need to know what cheeses are being stacked behind that stuff. I don't want to go over that feta just to make things a little bit darker. Visualize things a little bit better. It's just the lines are starting to compete, you know? Just give that a color. Physics totally matter. I can fake. Two opposite perspectives here. Just fake it, give it a rind. Yeah, I mean the round one, that could be a baby brie. We can have more than one brie. There's no rule against it. I think compositionally I like having the little sphere there. For some reason, I think I need it. Do we want to balance a baby bill up there somewhere? Or do we just want to get onto the spray can of Cheese Whiz? I think I want to get to my Cheese Whiz layer. Do I have my Cheese Whiz layer? No, I got rid of it. Cheese Whiz. Okay, we're good. I think the Cheese Whiz base can be on that Munster in terms of physics. Because there's some long Munsters out there in the world. Cheese Whiz. It is it with an H? It's just called Easy Cheese, I guess. Nope, there's Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz exists. Cheese Whiz with an H. In use. I need an action shot. Come on, Google Images. Help me out here. You're not helping. Spray. Nobody's giving me an action shot of Cheese Whiz. Ooh, actually that one helps. Oh, that's gross though. Oh, that is gross. I know, I'm aware you guys can't see this. Let me do a thing. Let me pull this up. Cheese Whiz spray. Cheese Whiz spray. Image. Yeah, the Cheese Whiz needs to be on the Munster. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So up in the upper right there, while I'm looking for references for the texture of Cheese Whiz. This is the best I got, guys. This is the best I've got. Oh no. It's so bad. Oh no. Oh, there we go. That's kind of what I was thinking for texture. Although that is a lot of fine detail that might not come across. There we go. Okay, so it looks like actual Cheese Whiz doesn't have a ton of texture. It's just kind of noodly. I think it's the off branch that does the fine texture. Like it's coming out of a cake piping bag. It does, doesn't it? It looks so gross. It's so unfortunate. It's noodly. Praise is noodly appendage. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Let's get... So obviously we don't want to do branding for Cheese Whiz, but we do need like color accuracy. Actually, that's kind of nice because it has the same shade of red as the Baby Bell. I really like that. Okay, let's... So proportionally a Cheese Whiz bottle. How is that going to compare to a full-height Parmesan wheel? Should that Parmesan be like 3/4 the height of the Cheese Whiz, do we think? Let's kind of start visualizing a Cheese Whiz bottle. Kind of like that size? A little bit off. Let's undo that last bit. No. No, thank you. There we go. Not quite centered. Better. What about that? Then Now I'm kind of not liking that block of cheddar anymore. The bottle should be skinnier, just a little bit. Undo. Okay, let's make this a more reasonable size for an eraser. Nope, it's a terrible size for an eraser. We're at 5. So like closer to that line, even then a little bit further on this side. A little bit slanted now. What about there? Okay. Yeah, now I'm really mad at the cheddar. It's definitely optimistic of me to think I would get more than one illustration done in one stream. I don't know why I thought that that would be a thing. It's been too long since I've really done any illustration. This has stopped being cheddar. This has started being unknown cheese wheel. But let's face it, unknown cheese wheel is the hero of aesthetics. It's like a little Christian Halo situation. That's good. You like the Cheese Whiz bottle now? Okay. Are we overall content with this? Because once the Cheese Whiz goes on, that's kind of the end of it. We gotta decide on the path of the Cheese Whiz. Let's do like one iteration of the path. I'm gonna do like a single line path. So the idea here is that it's actually gonna go here and then kind of like slurpity slurp, slurp, and then it kind of goes around. And then we find it again, maybe coming around here before, is it gonna go across the Parmesan wheel down onto the Slurpy Brie? That line's not very good. Around the Slurpy Brie. Has to come back for our good friend Monster. And maybe back over the feta. Do we want to do something kind of ridiculous at the end, like a little heart? A little cheese heart? So again, the lines for the cheese to make them a little bit more obvious. Eh? Add a cheese butt. Oh, I didn't show off Doggo Zenji's cheese butt. While I was messing around with Dolly, Doggo Zenji was also messing around with Dolly, and Doggo Zenji did a little cheese butt, and it was really good. I don't know, did I not email it to myself? Let me see if I emailed it to myself. No. Why didn't I email the cheese butt? The cheese butt was great. I mean, you could interpret the little heart as a butt. This is a lot of layers, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, you did send it in Facebook Messenger, but you sent it with your real name, so I have to, if I'm gonna log into Facebook, I would need to download it to the computer before showing it off. Do you want to email it to me to my gaming account instead? To reezygaming@gmail.com. Then I can just bring the image up without worrying about showing your real name. Wow. I know, it's so much work. I'm so cruel. Cruel and unusual. Darcy and Leslie send shit to each other through a Facebook Messenger. Yeah, Todd and I, or Doggo Zenji and I do too. Pretty much constantly. I also use it as like the simplest way of getting things from my phone to my computer. So sometimes I'll be doing things for class and I'll send things to Doggo Zenji. And it'll be like something anatomical. And I'll just be like, don't look at it. It's a fetal pig. You don't want to look at it. It's just for me. Or it's like the key to some test. Doggo Zenji's just like, why? You put your stuff in Google Drive? Yeah. I mean, that's one way. I don't think I have the Google Drive app on my phone. It just is so much faster. For my phone in particular, I don't know why. It's just like share, Facebook Messenger, go, click. It's so easy. It's so freaking easy. It's reezygaming@gmail.com is my gaming email. Leslie has to transfer between the computer, phone, and iPad. Yeah, that's a butt. Might I recommend Facebook Messenger? Specifically Facebook messaging a friend. Just because I'm already logged into my email. If I have to log into Facebook in this, because I'm on the Reevesy Gaming side of things, if I have to log into Facebook, I think that's more associated with my real life Google account. And then it's going to make me log out of this Google account and log into that Google account, which is going to make me verify it on my phone, which is going to be like, this is literally why it took me 45 minutes before stream, because I was literally just logging into things and verifying them. It takes so much time. I hate I understand the security reasons for two-factor authentication. I also hate the security reasons for two-factor authentication. I hate it so much. Okay, we need to start coloring. I kind of don't want to color on the sketch lines. I kind of want to do all new layers for color. Is that a reasonable thing to do? Is that what people do, in a whole new layer for color? Is that the done thing? I feel like it is. Can I duplicate? Parm color. Let's look up what color Parmesan is. Ooh, my battery's about to die. I have also been going for almost 3 hours. Because I'm not plugged in on my other laptop, because I'm smart. It's kind of like a beigey. The rind's a darker yellow. The cheese itself is kind of beige. Kinda... a little more yellow. A new layer for color and a new layer for line art. That sounds about right. That is my interpretation of what I've seen vaguely. Just don't have a ton of experience with it. I feel like I'm not seeing real color right now. Let me change the color temperature on my ring light real quick. Ugh. Good gods know why. Ugh, white light. Okay. Put the brightness up a little bit on here. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, it can be a lot more orange. Hit it for a second there. Right about there. I think that's about right. For the parm. Rind. Let's try it out, shall we? Oh, so small. Why did we go from... Okay, try that again. I'm in the color. Yep, I'm in the color layer. It's okay. We're safe. Claria! Miss Claria! What are my girls doing? Girls are saying hi. Just gonna go over here and then correct it a little bit. Pretty nice. Do a little comparison real quick. That's pretty good. I mean, I'll definitely need a highlight and a shade color, but I think that's a pretty good rind color for Parmesan. I'm happy with that. I need a really good beigey beige for the inside though. Let's get this all kinds of beiged out. Right about... What kind of beige says cheese? It's like right in between yellow and beige. try that out. Does this have recent colors? Color history. Show color history. I would like to show color history. There we go. There's color history. Nice. Let's get even smaller here. Nope, that's the wrong color. We're trying to be this color now. Are we not being this color? Oh, we are. We're being this color. Just like the tiniest little rind right here. Yeah. That looks pretty good. I mean, this might get completely blocked off when we do some black lines, which we'll need to do to make it kind of the animated style a la Twitch. I can't see. Okay. Basic Parmesan wheel. Sold. That's pretty good. Do folks normally do like all colors first and then do all black lines? Or do you do colors and black lines on one? And then colors and black lines on another? I have to decide what my line thickness is gonna be. I also feel like there's a tool that I saw. I was looking at a tutorial trying to be halfway decent at this before I got started, and there's like this kind of like line smoothing tool. I don't know if it was specifically in Krita or if it was something else. It was kind of nice. It was just like they made kind of a wiggly line, and then whatever thing they had applied to the line just kind of smoothed it out and made it nice and rounded. I think we'll go ahead and experiment with and again, we're gonna do a new arm lines. There. Do line, art, and color for each cheese, like sequentially. Okay, what line thickness am I on? That's a good line thickness. 5, approximately, 5.18. get rid of arm for just a second. Why does that thickness look smaller? I do have some pressure sensitivity on here. Do I want this to be more like 6? Acceptable. Acceptable. Yeah, I'll fix it in post. I think I want this line just like slightly outside because I do want to keep that rind color, even though it's going to be like the tiniest pixel. Sometimes you do the line art in a darker shade of the color the object is. So that would be really nice. I'm basing this on kind of the AI. You know what, they have this one has the outside edges in black, but the inside edges are the way you're describing it. All of these have the outside edges in black. The inside edges, no. So that's a really helpful observation. So let's get all of our inside edges to be not in black. I think you're right. Okay, arm lines. Outside edges in black only. And then we will switch to the Leslie method, which is probably just proper art method. I also have to remind myself how small this is going to be. And also the extent to which people will not really care. Because it's not like I'm selling this. This is just for me. There we go. Okay, now let's get this. Well, let's make it dark. Let's make it the goth version of itself. I still want to keep it pretty orange, though. What about there? What Leslie does is know the proper art method. She just does what she likes. And yet, when I like look it up, that's what I see other people doing as well. Let's get that arm sketch line back up for a second. Not quite. I kind of like this low down one a little bit more. Keep losing it there at the end. How about I go from here instead? Way better. Okay, let's lose the sketch lines. That's okay. Award-winning? Me. I want to thicken this up a little bit. that? That looks terrible. No, thank you. Okay. Yeah. More like that. Parm! Let me look at my Parmesan example over here real quick. We definitely need like highlights and lowlights. Should I do a highlights and lowlights layer? I haven't decided on a light source yet. I think I'm gonna hold off for a bit. Okay. You do shadow and light on a separate layer? Yeah. That makes sense. Oh my goodness, it's already 6. I feel like if I don't keep working on this, I'm gonna not finish it though, you know? Okay. On this one, I want to go significantly more yellow to get that Swiss color. Right about there. Swiss color. I should probably start grouping these at some point too. Technically, I could get a paint bucket for this once I got this outside. Do we still have paint bucket? We still have paint bucket. Yeah. Some nice memories of Microsoft Paint back in the day. Does this look like a decent Swiss color? Does this need to be lightened or darkened? That's pretty Swissy. Maybe a little bit too much green in there. It looks different between my two screens. It looks way more green on this screen and a lot more red on, or orange on that screen. Are you folks seeing a nice orangey thing or a kind of slightly green undertone? Probably depends a lot on your screen too. Do I have... I don't have a blue light blocker on my laptop screen. So I think we're okay there. It looks yellow to Leslie? Okay. Just making sure. And let's darken that a bit. I really don't want it edging towards green. This one's gonna be tricky for shadow. So this isn't just a line situation, right? This is... Let's take away that for a second. Uh-oh. Almost did a bad. Because with the Swiss, sure we have the lines, but we also have the holes. And the holes have shadow. They are basically defined by their shadows. So if I'm holding off on doing shadows and light, it kind of creates a problem for making these holes in the Swiss, doesn't it? Could be a bit more orangey or whiter to contrast more with the Parmesan. Let's get that Parmesan color visible. It's definitely different. It's definitely more yellow. The Parma's very beige. I think we're okay there. But definitely worth checking. Thank you, Zurian. At some point, I gotta decide where the light is coming from. In fact, this right here, we're on size 16. Yeah, so this needs to go full on. I'm out of here. We gotta go back to black for a second. The whole point here. Uh-oh. There we go. That's more like it. That says Swiss. That says Swiss to me. We'll work on the shadow and light a little bit more. It needs to be... It's not done. It's not Swiss yet. Definitely not a Swiss yet. Not until we've got some good shadows and light in there. Where did... Oh, there's Parm lines. Oh, I did the lines on the same layer as the color. Womp womp. I got overexcited, you guys. I got a little too excited with my lines and my color. I haven't decided where my scene light source is. My habitual light source is upper left. That's my habitual light source. Which is not consistent with where those Swiss holes are right now. It's consistent with, like, these holes, but it's not consistent with these holes. So I have two different light sources on my Swiss holes right now. But that's okay, they're just in a layer. I can fix that at some point. Leslie does that all the time. Oh my goodness, my back's starting to hurt. I didn't take a break for 3 hours. I think I might have to call it here. My second laptop's about to die. That was a fun art stream. This is my first art stream. Never done an art stream before. I like the, I'm really glad I got Spotify working. That was worth the 45 minutes. Of course, I'm acting like I did a full 3-hour stream, and I didn't, because it took me 45 minutes to get Spotify working. It would be nice if I had a dual monitor set up, but I don't think I can, because my drawing tablet takes up my HDMI port. I'm trying to think of a way to make art streams better in the future. Sarian's off to bed. It was so nice to have you on stream, Sarian. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of your input, too. It was very valuable input. Congrats on my first art stream. It's been very chill and cozy. I'm glad. I'm glad it is chill and cozy. I'll have to work on this a little bit off stream. I mean, I don't have anything planned for Wednesday. There is one stream update I can let you guys in on. I did compulsively. I just had a compulsion to write down all of the video games I own because I've been collecting them over my entire lifespan. I think, and the oldest ones I have access to are either PC or PS1, and something, PS1. I have some access to some old games via Nintendo Switch, but I'm trying to only list things that I have the physical media for, or that I like permanently own, not, PlayStation Plus or Game Pass or Nintendo Online. So only things that I own outright are in my list. So if you go to the About Me section, I've got a new little header for Games Library. You can see every game I own. Mostly is physical media, whether I've played it or not, whether I've played it on stream, whether I've finished it, if I can remember. The only thing I want to add is which years things came out so that I can sort by year or I can sort by name. And so that's something people have access to now. Everybody can see the shame and or pride of my games library. And so if somebody has a request, if you want to shop my inventory and request something that I already own, you'll have easy access to all of that. You can see what I have available and be like, ooh, I've always wondered about that game. Unless I'm in my notes, I'm like, I hated this game. But otherwise, there's a few in there that are like, why did I stop playing this? I don't understand. Now, who do we have? Ooh, Lana's still playing. Lana has been playing for a long time. Make sure this is fully muted. Okay, this is fully muted. Let me see if Lana is actually staying on stream. Lana! Oh, she's doing a 12-hour stream, but that means she's about to stop. Okay, so we're not going to raid Lana. I don't know. There's Casey Explosion. I don't really know them that well. There's Noobalot, but it's kind of the opposite of our cozy stream. Nobody's really doing cozy streams. Lilu Element's doing Minecraft. Let's take us over to Lilu. Twan would be really happy about that. Twan's a big fan of the Lilu Element. He had us raid her a while back. I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh, Anonymous! Thank you for giving a gift sub to Minimum Wage Worker. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Miki saw my note on Ghost of Tsushima. She's running through that game now. Can confirm that parrying takes time, but well worth getting into the rhythm. The combat is tons of fun, but of course mileage may vary. Yeah, I found it very difficult. I feel like I have improved my gaming skills, RE parrying since then. So it might be worth revisiting. It's so aesthetically beautiful. I'm such a weeb. I'm such a nerd for Japan. So, it might be worth revisiting just for the aesthetics. That is definitely, I'm going to put that in the running for Wednesday. Tsushima is an amazing game. Yeah, Doggo Zenji actually beat that one. Doggo Zenji has a bad habit of getting right up until the boss battle and then stopping. But Doggo Zenji actually finished Ghost of Tsushima. It took Miki a while to learn the combat, honestly. Yeah, that's how I was feeling about it. Okay, I've got to find Lulu Element on this computer. Otherwise it doesn't work. Oh yeah, I never showed you guys the cheese butt. Let me show you the cheese butt real quick. Ah, more Anonymous! Kingdom Kind's getting a gift sub? Oh my gosh. Who is this person? Thank you, Anon Gifter. There's the cheese butt. This is what Doggo Zenji fed into Doll E for the sake of what my cheese emote should look like. Wait. I'll go ahead and shut that off. Let me get Lulu Element Raid going. Lulu Element. I think it's just... No, I did not spell that correctly. Oh no. Lulu Element. Playing Minecraft. There we go. The Lulu Element. One side looks like a cheese boob. I know. Alright, thank you everybody so much for hanging out on my art stream today. I appreciate you, active chatters, lurkers. Anon, thank you so much for gifting 2 subs today to Kingdom Kind and Minimum Wage Worker. That's really freaking cool of you. Very, very kind. Cheese titty. I'll see everybody tomorrow, if you are interested, for some more New Game Plus Ultra Hard Horizon Forbidden West, where I'll just go ahead and continue that stream. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
See you at the raid!